Good morning. I am in a campground just outside of Victoria, and I spent last night here, and I'm going to spend tonight here. Happy Thanksgiving to my Canadian folks. It is our Thanksgiving today. I apologize for how I look this morning. But I thought what I would do is give you a day in the life of sort of thing, what my routine is in the van every day. And in the meantime, I'm also going to show you a little bit of Victoria proper. I'm kind of being a tourist today. I'm going to go down to the harbour front and maybe Craig Derrick Castle if it's open. It's one of my favorite places. Just sort of wander. Because tonight is my last night on the island. I think I will head home. Like I say, today is Monday. I think I'll head home tomorrow. Or at least across. Take the ferry across to the mainland. And then just wander my way home. I don't know if it'll take me 2 days. I don't know if it'll take me 3 days. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, first thing I do is lay here for a bit with the heater on, letting things warm up. And then I pull off the window shades that I put up. And now I think I'm going to have a shower. Because if there are shower facilities where I'm staying, I like to do that in the morning. And then make my coffee, because as you guys know, coffee is the most important meal of the day. Yes, I'm just joking. Though I don't often eat breakfast because I'm just not hungry, and my belief is that you should eat if you're hungry and not force yourself to if you're not. And that's worked for me my whole life. Well, my whole adult life. My mom used to make me eat breakfast. But that's neither here nor there. So, let's get up and get ready to go have a shower. And I'll take you in there and then see you back here for coffee time. The lighting in here sucks, but I'm going to show you what I do now that I'm dressed. And I've hung up my towel and my shower cap because I don't wash my hair every day. And I gotta make coffee and my bed. So let's do that. Don't hate me, but I use instant coffee, and I'm using this almond creamer. World's cutest kettle. But it doesn't take up much room, which is what we want. So while that's doing its thing, I am going to make my bed. While the water's boiling. I know some people are going to be scandalized because I am using instant coffee. But there's a couple of reasons. First of all, it's just easier. There's less mess to clean up. I don't have to deal with grounds or anything like that. And secondly, when I camped as a kid, my mom always made us decaf instant coffee. And so I have this fond memory of camping, instant coffee. So that's what I make. I know the purists in the van life community will be scandalized that I haven't done pour over or one of those press thingies. You know, we all have to do what we want to do, and this, like I say, reminds me of my mom. Like so many things in my life right now. Must be the age I am. But I think about her a lot and all the things that she used to do for us and all those memories that she gave us. For all of those of you wondering, I do have my fan open a little bit when I use my stove. Not that I'm all that concerned, to be honest with you. I actually have a carbon monoxide and smoke detector in here, but you know, it's good practice, so that's what I do. So, usually in the morning, if I'm hungry, I'll make a bowl of cereal or some oatmeal or something like that. I even tried making toast the other day. I bought this little toast maker thing, and it made toast really well. It just also made a hell of a mess. So, I don't know that we need to use that again. I could probably just put out a frying pan and brown some bread on a frying pan if I really needed to do that. But normally what I do at this time of the day is I grab my laptop and I sit in that swivel seat that you're on right now, and turn it towards my driver's side seat, put my feet up on that, and I just sort of plan my day, read my emails, plan my day, that sort of thing. If I have Wi-Fi, like I do here, I connect to that. If I need Wi-Fi and I don't have it where I'm camped, I just hotspot to my phone. So I think that's what I'm going to do next, is just do a little bit of that. I think we're battened down and good to go. I'm going to go pee one last time, and then we're going to head to the harbor front. Craigdarroch Castle is closed. Apparently it's only open on weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. I seem to remember it being open more days than that, but I could just have been here on a weekend. So I'm going to go pee, and then we are going to head out. One of the things I do when I plug my van in is make sure to wrap the cord around the mirror here, because that makes sure that I don't drive off with it plugged in, which would be no good, very bad, and I would hate to do that. So I'm gonna do this, unplug this, wrap this cord up, and then stick it in the back. I'm not gonna leave it sitting at the site. I just don't want somebody to steal it. It doesn't seem like that kind of place, but you just never know. Miniature World. We've been in here a few times. It's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna go in again, but it's actually pretty cool. And it's right on the side of the Empress Hotel. There's some beautiful old buildings on this in this part in the harbor front. Just gorgeous. The Empress Hotel is one of the Canadian Pacific chain of hotels. I've actually stayed here a couple of times on when I was here for some conferences. The rooms are, well, the rooms I stayed in were small but really cool. I'm sure that they have fancier rooms because, you know, royalty stays here when they come to visit. But it is absolutely gorgeous, and if this place isn't haunted, well, it should be. Let's face it. How just, well, amazing it is. Look at the turrets. I don't know if you can see that in this light. Oh, maybe. We are now at the harbor front. The Empress is there. can take a lot of whale watching and sightseeing tours from here. People moor their boats here. It's obviously a tour boat there. Right over here on this side are the Parliament buildings. Victoria is the capital of British Columbia. And you can take a tour of Parliament buildings. I'm not sure if they're offering them now during COVID times. In the summertime, they have buskers here, performances. It's actually really cool. There's artists that set up their stalls here. So it's quite beautiful. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's somebody playing the bagpipes, which I absolutely love the bagpipes. I don't know why, but I just do. You can obviously eat at multiple different restaurants around here, but if you pack a lunch and you come here and eat it, it's really just such a nice place to be. I love it. Things I love about Victoria is how lush everything is. It's incredible. There are some vendors, but it's pretty cold, so not very many of them. These guys are kind of cute. Look at that. These little otters. So cute. Normally this sign would have flowers in it, red flowers if I remember correctly. It says welcome to Victoria, but it is fall. You can see the Empress Hotel there. The harbour front. The Parliament buildings. And the harbour front. And they have these adorable little water taxis. Not sure if you could see that. That you can take across the harbour. I've never taken one. I've always wanted to, because they just look so cute. Never needed to take one. But if you happen to be over there and you wanted to come over to this side, you can take these little water taxis. They look like little tugboats. Definitely something that's... Oh, here's one up close. These are the Parliament buildings, and on the steps, hundreds and hundreds of teddy bears, just as a memorial to all of the Indigenous children whose bodies are being found around residential schools in Canada. It's really incredibly sad. The Royal BC Museum has amazing exhibitions. Right now they have an orca exhibition as a sort of special exhibition. They also have an IMAX theater where they show some really cool films. The kids and I love to come here. I don't think I'm going to go in this time around, but I would normally.
because we can literally spend a day here. Monroe's Books. My favorite bookstore in the whole world. It's all new books. It's gorgeous inside. I'm going to take you inside so you can see. Creaky wooden floors. Beautiful wood shelves. I mean, this place is heaven. Puzzles. All crossword puzzles a person could ever love. I'm back from a day of adventuring. It was a nice day. I did a walk around the harbour front and then wandered around sort of the harbour front area of Victoria. It was quite nice. But then my phone died. So I couldn't take any more video, and I didn't show myself coming back to the van to have lunch. I made a sandwich, but that's not a big deal. I figured, you know what? When that happens, it's a sign that you should just be in the moment and be off your phone. So that was okay. I made my sandwich. I walked back down to the harbour front, and I sat there and watched the boats. A couple of float planes landed and took off. It was just very quiet, but there were people around, but it just was very peaceful. So now I'm back, and it's about 3 o'clock, and I'm kind of tired, but not really sleepy. I would have a nap if I was. So I think what I'm going to do is just sit on my bed and read my book for a bit and relax until I make supper. So that's what I'm going to do. So now I'm making dinner for the night. I'm actually filming this recipe, potato hash, again, barely a recipe. And then I'm going to eat dinner and relax a little bit even more. One of the things I love about camping is that it's so relaxing. So I will meet you back after I've got this done. Time to get ready for bed. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the shade in the front windshield and then close curtains, and then we're going to do up the side windows. That'll keep things a little bit warmer, obviously more private, and now I'm going to put the shades in the side windows. Now I'm going to go wash my face, brush my teeth, and then make myself a cup of tea and a hot water bottle when I get back. Time for a hot water bottle and some tea. This is one of my favorites for nighttime. Now, I have a heater, but there's just something very comforting. There's just something very comforting about curling up with a hot water bottle when you're camping. Again, I realize this is not roughing it camping, but still, I would rather have the hot water bottle than the heater on all night. So I set the heater to really low just to keep it from getting too cold, and then I snuggle up to this. So that is what I like to do for bed. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to let you guys go here. I'm going to make my cup of tea, make my hot water bottle, curl up on my bed with my book. This is the series I'm reading. If you're a fantasy lover, you will know David Eddings well. And I found these books at that used bookstore in Parksville.
I've not seen that before, so I don't know why, but
Okay. All righty.
it
Try your
exists.
best.
I had a set that I gave to my oldest kid, Keaton, when I downsized. And then I realized that I missed it because I actually reread my books over and over again. It's one of the things that I've always done. I've read The Lord of the Rings 15 times now, and The Hobbit about that many. When I find a book I love, I read it, and then sometime later I'll pick it up and read it again. I have been known, and I'm sure there's a name for this, but I have been known to read a book, love it so much that I started it again immediately after. I'm sure that most of you will think that's very weird, but that's just how I am. When I was a little girl, I was very, very shy, and books were my sanctuary, libraries were my sanctuary, And now I have a very soft spot for any bookstore, especially a used bookstore. I literally could spend a day in a used bookstore just wandering around. If they have comfy chairs, even better. When I was growing up in Pine Point, our library was in this old house, and there was a cat in there that was there to catch the mice. And there were all these comfy little corners, and I would go and I would spend hours on a weekend. And the cat would come and curl up on my lap while I read. So you can see why I would have a soft spot for it. Anyways, guys, that's my day. Tomorrow we are heading on the ferry back to the mainland. Again, I'm not sure how long it'll take me to get back to Calgary, but it feels like it's the right time to get back to the mainland and then just start working my way back towards home. I'm not sure I'm ready for the vacation to end, but I do like to get home a couple days before I have to go back to work so I can, you know, unwind, unpack, do all my laundry, and still have a day or two to just relax. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're enjoying these videos. And I love you guys, and I'll talk to you next time.